Hello, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of At the Movies Lawless, which is an adaptation of a book I think called The Wettest County or The Wettest Country in the World, something like that. It's about the Bondurant brothers who, in the Prohibition era of America, I think in the South, must be.
Based on a true story?
Based on a true story, they're selling alcohol, moonshine and stuff. And Tom Hardy, Shia LaBeouf and someone else plays the three brothers. Tom Hardy plays the kind of the leader of the brothers, and they own like a little bar and stuff, and they do deals with alcohol and all that kind of stuff. And this guy, played by Pearce, he comes into town and he's trying to like mess with them and stuff, and he's a real like slimy character, literally. Pearce plays him so well, and he looks like a real twat as well.
Yeah, you want to kick him in the face. He's so ugly. His hair, like everything about him makes you just hate him. So he does do a good job. Yeah.
Gary Oldman is in it as a kind of higher up kind of gangster, but he's hardly in the film.
Disappointing.
The trailer makes it seem like he's a big part of the film, but he really isn't. But there's a really cool scene where he shoots this guy down from a car, and Shia LaBeouf is watching him, and he just gives Shia LaBeouf this look. And you just think, oh, Gary Oldman's such a good actor.
Yeah, and that's where you're thinking, oh, I can wait to see more, and you barely see any more of him.
Yeah.
And I was really disappointed because I was really looking forward to seeing Gary Oldman play a badass role again. And then he turned out he wasn't really that badass. He was badass, but he wasn't the bad guy, which was disappointing. Because I saw him as a bad guy in Leon, and I was like, okay, it was totally different. Like a different kind of bad guy, but still it was cool to see Sirius Black play something like that. Yeah. And then I was really looking forward to seeing him, and then he was barely in it. But that made the few scenes that he was in so much better.
At the beginning of the film, we hear from Shia LaBeouf's character that his brother Forrest, played by Tom Hardy, says that, he always says that we brothers are invincible, we can't be killed, because they've like survived a few things like the war and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a running theme that, again, I'm just going to spoil this right now, that Tom Hardy's character kind of survives a lot of stuff in the film. Early on in the film, these two guys like kind of gang up on him, get a knife, stick it into his neck by here, and just go.
They're like sawing his neck.
His neck is pissing with blood, and he's holding his neck, and he falls down, and his eyes close. And it's like, oh, well, he's dead. And I was like, that's a shame. He was quite a cool character. I was liking the way he was going with it. He's doing these weird things where he's like,
I was like,
oh, well, no. Yeah, so, sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh. He actually says, oh.
Yeah. And, kind of playing like an old man character, but, but quite young. Which I guess is probably what some guys were like back in the day. And he's always wearing like an old man cardigan as well.
Yes.
with a hat. Anyway.
He was
and then
brilliant.
then we just see in a hospital, there he is with his neck taped up. It's like, what? He survived? I was like, what? And then,
well, if it is based on a true story, then, I
doubt that really happened, but anyway, so the film was great overall. There's also another character in it who's Shia LaBeouf's kind of friend in the film, and he's played by the guy who was in Chronicle, the main kid in Chronicle, who was great, and he was good in this as well. And the main character really is Shia LaBeouf, and how his character, I forget his name.
The guy from Transformer?
Yeah, he's in a lot of things. He's trying to like get into the brothers' business of, doing trades with alcohol and stuff. And Forrest, Tom Hardy's character, is like, you shouldn't be getting involved. But
you shouldn't be getting involved.
He doesn't say that, but more or less. And so Shia LaBeouf is kind of like not thrown into this world. He puts himself into the world, and he kind of realizes that it's quite a hard world. And that's kind of the focus of the film. And then there's this big scene at the end. With lots of shooting and stuff, and Tom Hardy just gets like leathered with bullets, and it's a really cool scene, and he just keeps getting up trying to load his gun, and then he finally gets killed, and it's just like, wow, that's a great scene. And then Guy Pearce's character gets killed in the end as well, and it's like, wow, that was such an impactful scene. And then we see years later that Shia LaBeouf and his other brother have moved on from that, they've taken the money. And then Tom Hardy just sits down at the table and you're like, what? Come on, he got shot like 6 times. And it was just like, I guess it goes...
Don't spoil the ending though.
No, I guess it goes with, well, I've spoiled everything by now, but I guess it goes along with the charm of the film that, the whole we can't die thing, it gets a payoff at the end as well, right at the very end. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good film, definitely watch it again. Great performances, great story. But it didn't quite. I feel like with a few more added things, it could have been like a real classic. But I don't really have many complaints about it. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think really enjoyed this one.
I didn't think. Well, I knew that I would enjoy it because of the characters. I would have enjoyed it more if Gary Oldman was more in it, probably.
You mean the actors?
The actors? Because this is the kind of movie that I usually don't like. So if there were other people playing in it, I wouldn't have enjoyed it that much. Because I wouldn't be appreciating it the same way. But because of the actors in it, I was interested in seeing the movie and I was paying attention. But that's like... I think this will be a classic in the future.
Okay.
I think, maybe. Well, maybe not, because it wasn't that popular, was it? But who knows, maybe in the future, because it's like its own little thing. And from a true story and stuff. But for me, this is the kind of movie that I normally wouldn't watch, because it's, well, it's like a cowboy mafia movie, isn't it? And I don't like mafia movies. I haven't even seen The Godfather. And that's supposed to be the most fantastic movie in the whole history of movies and stuff. I haven't even seen it because it's not my type of movie.
And you never will.
I probably will. We can 3, 2, 1 it. I'm joking.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh yeah, it was a lot better than I thought. I thought Tom Hardy was great, yet again. And the Transformer guy wasn't too bad either, actually.
Yeah, sure, that's a good actor, I think.
I was kind of like, him, really? But he was good. He did a good job. He plays scared very well.
Okay, and what would you rate the film?
8.
8? 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.